If you'd like to learn how to build this awesome real-world resto mod, then keep watching. Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to learn to build Bruce Leven's Ford Club Coupe, an absolutely fantastic retro mod. It's really a piece of art, and I urge you to follow the link below and read all about this and look at the photographs. The detailing inside and outside is absolutely immense. To start, you'll need a Vapid Clique. The armour is up to you. I generally go 100%. For bodywork there are two options. Removing the side trim here is the one I suggest. There is one to remove all trim, which helps get the headlight glass nearer to the front of the headlight, but ultimately that headlight glass has been recessed and taking away the trim just makes it look worse, so remove side trim is perfect. Brakes are up to you. I enjoy driving mine, so race brakes. Rockstar made this car around Bruce Leven's, so a lot of stock options like the bumpers are correct. Moving on to the chassis, there isn't a massive roll cage in his car, so you want to leave this as stock. Engine up to you, I suggest level 4. For the grille, it's interesting here, this double barrel grille and the stock grille both look good. The stock grille has the indicators here, which is correct, and it doesn't have anything sticking out of the sides there, but it does have two horizontal bars. If we move on to the double barrel grille, there's only one horizontal bar, which is much better, but it does stick out of the sides a little bit, which it shouldn't, and what should be indicators are chrome. That said, of the two I do prefer double barrel grille, but I wouldn't blame you for picking either of these options. They're both good ones. On the hood you simply want the hood straps, because the car does have hood straps. On the lights, up to you. I would tend to leave them stock or go white lights from the car meet or your arena workshop. There is no livery. The mirrors, again stock. These bullet mirrors on the doors are perfect and the other ones are simply wrong. Up to you on the plate. I just went for the black and yellow, as I often do, as the least contrasting plate. When it comes to painting the car, you've got a couple of options. I think the really easy option is to simply go into Classic and select black steel. That is so close, it might even be perfect in fact. I wouldn't hit it with a large amount of pearlescent. You can go into the metallic, for example, where the default pearlescent is huge. It's some form of silver pearlescent. And if you do take that option, I would suggest you tone it right the way back and go for something like no pearlescent, or maybe carbon black. Graphite would be about the top I would go for, something like that. Now I have gone for a crew colour on mine, which I got from a website. I'll leave it down below. It's a little bit of a bluier grey, but when you see it outside it looks really good, and if you can do crew colours, by all means have a go at this one, but if you can't, don't worry, just stick with the colour that I've already recommended, because that will be absolutely fine for you. But the crew colour with little or no pearlescent, I think it looks really good, so your choice there. Inside, the car had this brown colour on the roof and the panels and the rest painted, so this is a really good interior in fact. You can see that other browns are a bit too dark and a bit too light, so saddle brown there. Moving on to the spoiler, that's simply the bespoke trunk straps, which you need anyway, so that's easy. Suspension, the car sits low, half the tyre is up inside the arches for real, so you do want the race suspension. All the other ones are too high and are more appropriate to trying the car as it was from the 50s. I go for super transmission. I don't race the car, so I've skipped the turbo tuning because I don't want those silly turbo noises. Oh, the wheels, it always comes down to the wheels, doesn't it? They are so tricky. The car has some very unique rims, you can see here, with tyre writing and knockoff hubcaps. The wheels you see on the car now are how I've had that car for about 2 or 3 years, I think, simply so I can get the knockoff hubcaps. They are the wired wheels from the lowrider section. You can also try Big Worm, which I accidentally fit here and waste some money, but I don't think they're as good as wired. However, we do have the chrome that we don't want, and really the wire effect is not right either. I still think though that is a very solid option. However, if you try and put some tyre design on, you're going to get white walls. You don't want white walls, so you'd have to leave it like you see it here. And let's just cut to a little outside view. Now the stock wheels are not bad. They've had a bit of a go at the design and you get the tyre writing, but it's the wrong design and they are silver and they are bright silver, and I can't see them working, but I can see why you would pick those wheels if you really wanted to. Moving on through the options, in the muscle class there's old school, and I don't think this looks too bad. The overall wheel shape is quite reasonably replicated, and you do get that central section where the knockoff hubcap should be, and you can also have some tyre writing. So again, I think this is a pretty sound choice. Here it is outside, and you can also see now what that crew colour looks like in the sunshine. For the last option, just move down 2 or 3, and it's called 6 gun. Now the advantage of this one is that I think this is the closest to the bulk of the wheel, but you are definitely missing the knockoff hubcap. You can retain the tyre writing, of course. It's the one I've gone for. It's the one you saw at the beginning. It really is going to be down to you now with the choice of the 3 wheels I gave or the possibility of stock. Straw brown is the right colour. You've seen me having a look there at bronze and it's just too dark. So that's an easy pick, I think, the straw brown. And no smoke on the windows completes the build. This video was a request from Runner Unknown, and I do suggest you check out their channel. It's really good. It's full of real world cars, very much like my own, and I especially like their NASCAR garage, so that's the link I've given you. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. It really does help, as do comments. I would really love both of those, and of course a subscription if you like real world cars in GTA. Other than that, thank you so much for watching.